Hello everyone, this is a tutorial about the CSS skeuomorphic design. I wanted for some time now to do a tutorial like this. I'm really attracted by this design style, and I'm constantly trying to push it into my projects, but I think I found one. It's not easy to find a project to add this design, and my latest and hard project called Save Link I think is the next candidate to use the skeuomorphic design. Anyway, if you need the bookmark manager, go to savelink.app. So I will walk you through all the steps. Mostly it's CSS. This is a basic form HTML structure that you know, nothing fancy here. And on the CSS, we start with declaring the variables for the colors and the shadow lights. Then we do have the body, the height, the global layout and background, which basically resets the page margin and sets a readable system font stack. Background uses two huge radial gradients to add ambient lighting, helps the raised shadows feel more believable than a flat solid. Next, we have the micro texture, the anti bending basically, and this adds a faint noise layer to avoid the flat color bending on large gradients. It's very subtle, but makes the material feels less plastic, because there is this risk with the skeuomorphic design. It might go into too much plastic look and feel. Next, we center the container to be more clear in the visual space, and this basically it's a grid which is centering the card vertically and horizontally centered with responsive padding. We move to the card raised surface. This is the core effect basically. Let me uncomment here. This is the core effect, the core raised effect, a dark shadow bottom right plus a light highlight top to left. Yeah. This already starts to feel like the skeuomorphic design. We also have with this within this code a larger blur plus offset cushiony surface. We move forward to heading and intro text to have it with a clamp. This here, this scales the title between mobile and desktop, and lead the class lead just styles your intro sentence in muted tone. That's basically what it does. Let's move to the form and grid fields. Yeah, this is a simple grid spacing and label slightly smaller and softer to do the to de-emphasize, yeah, because we don't want to put too much emphasis on this one. We move next to the inputs, to the form tags, and here we have the inset shadows invert the card logic. They make a depression. So basically here we can see the starting point of the skeuomorphic design in the page. Yeah, this appearance none, for example, as you see here, is removing the native styling for consistency across browser, and the smaller insets take then the card for a tighter carved look, because we want this carved look. That's the sign of the skeuomorphic design. We move next to the focus accessibility. So now when we will focus, this code basically tightens the inset shadows on focus. Yeah, okay, as you can see in here, and also adds a high contrast ring for keyboard users. Next, we move to the custom select arrow, like that, which basically draw a subtle chevron bullet with pure CSS, no SVG needed. Only applies if you add a select class select in here. So if you add this class, then this will be applied. Again, we can see now that it's coming to have that skeuomorphic design. Then we have the group radio for the checkbox vibe. This creates a pressed through for the chip buttons, like looks like a carved channel, right? You can see here on the plan side already. We have the background for prepared for that. Then we have the chip in here. So if we update the page, we will see that we got it now. As you can see, but you see, it feels like that ribbon, rubber feeling from the musical devices like MIDI controllers and stuff. Okay, and then we move next to the action row, which lays out reset submit buttons with consistent spacing, and we go all the way down to have the button pressed, which adds the styling for the buttons. Yeah, so the reset and the create button. Now there are also a few left in here. I think I have to take them one by one, which at the end basically this media query, it's reducing motion preference, and I don't think it's gonna have a direct impact on the screen now, but basically it respects the user settings. It's turning off the animation transition for motion sensitive users. So yeah, this is how you can do it. Of course, this example I've done it with ChatGPT, but the point is to understand how does it work step by step. Because the effect is quite appealing, and I don't think it's matching many projects out there, many projects designs, but for some would bring attention and focus to your interface. I think we can explore a lot in this area, and I would be really curious to see if you have any example of some project that you use the skeuomorphic design. Thank you.